Too many people think they fucking know me. Might charge you double when I cop a OZ. Might pop a oxy and I'll fucking OD. Tony.
Welcome back to another episode of Around the Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Doors. There's supposed to be another guy here, Z-Dad, but he's not fucking here yet. What's up with that? Anyway, we have
Zach, aka ZAPPIÉR'S.
What do you do?
I make music and yeah.
So you make R&B music to be specifically.
Yeah.
You also have some bars in there.
I was gonna say there's one song that I rap on a little bit. I usually don't rap too much, so. But
that's fire. So where are you from?
So I grew up in Topeka, and then my freshman year of high school I actually moved to Lawrence because my dad lived here, and so I moved in with him. And so so I was living here until I graduated high school, and then I moved to Emporia and went to Emporia State, and I still live in Emporia now. So
where is Emporia in relation to here?
It's like an hour 15 away from here, something like that.
Like towards past Ottawa?
It'd be like if you're heading towards Wichita.
Oh, so
Kansas City, or
just pure west.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything out there.
Yeah, no, it's pretty small, so that's expected.
So, what made you start doing music?
So I wanted to make music out of high school. I told my parents, or more specifically my dad, that's what I wanted to do. And he was saying that there's a lot of people that are trying to get into music and make it, and not very many people do. And so I was like, all right. And so he was saying I needed to do a backup plan. And so that's why I went to Emporia State. And so while I was there, I still hadn't I didn't start music or anything. And then it wasn't until the summer after my sophomore year there, I just went through some heartbreak stuff, and that was the final push to start making music. So
girls always will make you do music.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it drove me to do it. I had it in me, but yeah, that was the pushing point to get me to actually start doing it. So
what'd you go to Emporia State for?
So I was undecided at first, and then I was physical education for a while, and then I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I would have had to have been there for 5 years instead of 4, and I just wanted to be done. So I talked to my counselor, and they were like, oh yeah, general studies would get you out of here in the 4 years. I was like, I'll take it, because nothing else really piqued my interest, and so I was just trying to be done at that point. But I didn't want to drop out, because by that time it was my junior year, and I'm so close, I might as well finish.
Right. But you didn't want to go another year or two to take any specific bullshit.
Exactly.
So you're just give me the 4-year basic degree, whatever that is.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So
you just took random classes?
Just the general education classes. And
damn, so you just went to high school twice?
Yeah, literally. Literally, yeah, that's all it was.
That fucking kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Not worth it at all.
No, it's not.
Did you get scholarships, or did you go into debt for that?
So yeah, I'm in debt. At one point I got one scholarship that I applied for, and so it helped out a little bit. And then I was a RA, and so that paid for my housing and food and all that for that whole year. So I tried to save money where I could, but yeah, no, I still owe money on that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I went to KU for 1 year, and I still owe $8,600.
Oh wow, yikes.
Yeah. Not tight. So you said it was because of a heartbreak.
Yeah.
Is all your music all your music seems to be sort of about love in some way?
Yeah.
So do you feel you really lean on that?
Yeah. I don't know, I've always been the kind of person to make music that relates to me. So I don't know, there are some rappers and stuff that rap about shooting and robbing, stuff like that, but they don't live that kind of life.
Right.
And it's that's them, it's hype or whatever, it's fine. But I'm just the kind of person where it's I'm just gonna say how I feel, and so I'm not gonna be fake about it,
Right.
And that's usually the first thing that comes to mind. So
you feel like you're a little sad boy
kind of. Yeah, a little sad boy. Yeah.
I mean, being in tune with your emotions is a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm not that dude. We'll never be that dude. How do you feel Lawrence has influenced your music in any way? Living here.
Honestly, I can't say it's really influenced me too much. I think more so Emporia's influenced me, just like all the stuff that I've been through, like even aside from heartbreak, just like growing a lot as a person. I don't know. I feel like that had a huge impact on, what I do now. I think in terms of the future, because I actually plan on moving back here at the beginning of August. So yeah, I think that'll help me out a lot in terms of opportunities. There's a lot more people here and in like the Kansas City area that make music and stuff. So.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a culture that
will exactly. Yeah, Emporia.
Lift you up.
Yeah, Emporia's too small that there's not a whole lot going on around there.
Yeah, I feel like you would be like the only dude.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not going to Emporia, it'd be kind of awkward.
Yeah, exactly. Yo.
So like, do you like play sports, or did you do anything like that?
Yeah. I'll let you. What sport do you think I played in high school?
Football.
No, a lot of people, they think football is the first and then basketball is usually the second most. But I actually played tennis. Tennis, yeah.
Why tennis? How'd you get into tennis?
My older brother Chance, he was playing it in middle school, and I don't know. I was like, he's doing it, I'm gonna do it too, and then I just kind of stuck with it.
Did you get deep in the scene?
Yeah, I did actually. Like when I moved here, I was on varsity that first year, so like I was deep into it. Yeah.
Damn. So do you still watch tennis, or do you not give a shit about that anymore?
I don't care. I've actually never really been into watching sports at all. Like not even just tennis. Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
Yeah, I'm a doer. Like everybody always tries to talk to me about football and stuff. I'm like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like
weird.
Yeah.
That's so strange. But you're like the 10th person who said that, and I'm like,
really?
All these artists never watch fucking sports.
Yeah, like
I know only sports.
Yeah, I guess I'm like a fake fan. Like I'll watch the Super Bowl like when it gets to that point, but like nothing leading up to it. Like anything.
Good thing you fucking live in Kansas.
Yeah,
you got the Chiefs. So you could at least fake like you care, and everyone would be like, sick, yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, everyone's a Chiefs fan, man. Tight. So you said your sound is like R&B. Do you have any influences like specifically in that you like like right now?
Honestly, I feel like I'm constantly growing as an artist, like trying to figure out my voice, and it took me a long time. Like if you go back and listen to my old stuff that's on SoundCloud from like 2-3 years ago, like I feel like my voice was completely different. I'm trying to learn new notes and stuff like that, and so I don't know, I feel like I'll listen to a few different artists because I've always been good at mimicking artists, like no matter who it is, like how they sing, whatever, like I can mimic them really well. And but like my own voice, trying to figure that out, and I struggled with that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like I'll listen to like Post Malone, The Kid Laroi, more R&B type singers, like Sir and stuff like that. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. And so I just kind of take a little bit from everybody and just kind of see how they do their own thing. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to sound just like them. I want to have my own sound. But yeah, it's just I'm learning about my voice more as I go along. So.
Right. So it's more like a coalition of all the sounds over a lifetime of songs and shit.
Yeah.
So did you do any like choir or anything? Like, are you formally trained in any way, or do you just like sing to sing?
Yeah, I just sing to sing. I mean, when I was in elementary school, I was in a singing class, but I think everybody was at some point.
Right.
Yeah, so but I mean, aside from that, no, like I never had any singing lessons or anything like that.
Never took band or anything in high school, nothing like that?
Nope.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make music and started.
Just started, yeah. Dove right in.
That's crazy. So like, how did you get started? Was it just like someone had a mic somewhere and you're just like, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I think I'm just going to fucking do it.
Yeah, so that summer I came back here to live with my dad, and I just like set up everything in his closet. Like I bought a cheap little mic set. I think it was like $40-$50 on Amazon or whatever. And then I got my little laptop, hooked it up and everything. And I was messing around in like Audacity and stuff, just free programs, trying to learn everything. And yeah, I was just mixing everything myself, which, it wasn't the greatest quality, but like it held me over. I got out what I needed to get out. So
that's what everyone says, is that like it doesn't matter what program you use as long as it sounds good enough and it's out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
as long as you like what you're putting out, it doesn't matter.
Right. And yeah, so I was making a lot of songs that summer, and Crashin' was like the main one that stuck out to a lot of people. And they were just messaging me like, yo, what the heck, like, I didn't know you were making music now, like crashing this, crashing that. And I was like, damn, like, it just made me feel like there was more to what I was doing, so I just kept running with it.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yep.
Sorry for the water break. It's hot as fuck in here, guys. You guys don't understand. So, you just had an album come out.
Yep.
How did that come about? How did you decide to make a full-ass album? And
So I graduated college, and I was like full throttle time, you know, like once I had started that summer, like from then I was kind of doing stuff here and there, like still in my room and everything. But I was like, I graduated college, you know, there's no excuses at this point. Like, oh, I got homework, like, so full throttled it. And yeah, I just kind of went out of my comfort zone and found the studio in Kansas City, unlabeled. And yeah, I don't know, I just felt it had been like a year since I had made any music, so I felt like I kind of had to do an album. I feel like after that amount of time, a single would just kind of be disappointing, you know.
there was too much life lived in between, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I was like kind of make up for that whole gap. But
so your song what is it called, Recipe?
Yeah.
I really like that song.
Thanks.
Is that about that specific girl that broke your heart, or is that some other
no,
female?
It's actually, yeah, it's about another girl. Yeah. I guess I'll just get down to the specifics. It's about my girlfriend now. And so yeah, it was just kind of about going through a rough patch in my life, and so I kind of broke things off with her because I was going through some stuff, and then it was kind of like one of those, you know, take me back kind of deals. And
right.
So yeah, that's the whole moral of that one.
Right. So she switched up the recipe, so
Yeah.
she changed you in some way to like make you really like her.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. So your album art,
Mm.
it's always so like cartoony.
Yeah.
Do you do that on purpose? Do you like really like colors and shit?
Yeah. So I kind of got that. So from Juice WRLD, like when I first heard about him, I can't remember what album it was. Goodbye and Good Riddance, like how he did that, like it's like a drawing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've always liked that idea, and I feel like a good majority of the artists, like mainstream artists and stuff, use actual pictures of themselves. And so I don't know. I just feel like it's something a little different when you just do artwork, and I just like collabing with different artists. I mean, I do art myself, and I could do stuff like that myself, but it's just kind of one of those things, branch out, meet new people, have them do something like that. I just feel like it's nice to tie them in.
So who did this latest album art?
My friend Terrell. So he's a tattoo artist. He just that in Emporia.
Oh, tight.
And so yeah, I've known him since elementary school, and so yeah, I had him do that for me.
Where is that? Is that in Emporia?
Yep.
The downtown area or whatever?
He doesn't have his own shop, actually. He just kind of does it out of his apartment right now. But yeah, he's in the process of doing all that.
All the fucking internship or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
All that shit. So, did he just like take a picture of you like in the middle of like a street?
Yeah, so actually I wasn't even in the street. I was taking some pictures kind of in a wooded area, and I just kind of did that little pose like that, and I just told him what I wanted, and so he just kind of put the whole street thing behind it and everything. That's downtown Emporia.
Right.
And so since, like I was saying earlier, my life's been impacted a lot just from living in Emporia, I kind of wanted to encompass that a little bit on the cover. So
And you got your heart locked up.
Yeah.
Because you got a bae now.
Yeah.
So the album goes in like waves of like, in like good ways and bad ways of like love and then breakup and then love and breakup.
Mm.
Did you do it purposefully where it was like up and down, or did you kind of want it to be, or did you not care at all?
Yeah, so like I don't know, I didn't really plan on it being like, you know, one song after the other, like up down, but like overall, you know, have some good ones and then have some like sad ones or whatever, because I feel like that just reaches the bigger audience. You know, sometimes people want to listen to some sad stuff, sometimes they want to listen to some happier stuff. So I felt like in doing both of those, I'd attract a bigger audience.
Right.
So
do you like promote your shit everywhere?
Yeah, I've never done it before. Like all my old stuff, I would just kind of make a post about it on my Snap or something like that, and be like, "Hey, you know, I'm dropping this tonight," and that's it. And so with this, it's been a whole new challenge for me. I'm trying to promote on like Instagram, TikTok.
Trying to do all the marketing shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm new to all that, so that's been a learning experience in itself.
Do you watch all the tutorial videos on how to get that shit started?
Yeah, I've watched a few YouTube videos, but they'll just say the general stuff like, "Oh yeah, promote on TikTok and blah blah." But I'm like, I need the specifics, like what kind of hashtags to use.
Yeah.
Like I want to know all that stuff.
Do I just use way too many hashtags? Like what am I supposed to do? Does it even matter? Does it just have to hit one time?
Right.
Which that's what it kind of seems like on TikTok. Like one person will hit with one video and it just blows their entire shit up.
Yep.
But like, so you got a YouTube channel.
Yep.
You've only done one vlog.
Yeah.
Do you plan on doing more of those?
I thought about it in the future, you know, if I'm like doing a music video, something like that. But after trying that one, I feel like vlogging's not really my thing. You know, I'm kind of a live in the moment kind of guy. I don't want to constantly be, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like maybe if somebody else was recording, like I'd do something like that. But yeah, no, the whole vlogging thing wasn't for me. I just kind of made the channel so I had somewhere to post like all my songs and future music videos and stuff like that.
Right. So like, do you plan on do you plan on doing any shows around town, or once you move here, just see what happens?
Yeah, kind of one of those. You know, if the opportunity arises, I'll look for it. But yeah, I've never done any shows before, so that'd be something I'm interested in. I've always been kind of introverted, and so I'm just trying to get outside of my element and
gotta get there, bro.
Yeah, make that a new comfort zone.
That's where all the money is.
Yeah.
Gotta get the ticket sales.
Exactly. Get your name out there more too. So
just people seeing your name on the door or whatever.
Right.
Do you have you done any collabs with anybody?
I've done some with my brother Isaiah. That was kind of back around when I started first making music. I did a few songs with him, but aside from that, no, I've never really collabed with anybody like that.
Okay. So like, you need to get out there, bro.
Yeah, I know. And that's my
Hit
thing.
Hit 'em up, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and so like I wanted to establish this album just so I can really just figure out my sound and the path that I want to take. And so yeah, from this point on, it's kind of just working with different artists, you know, doing shows, like I said, all that stuff, just not be as closed off from people. So
right. Well, so you stayed in Emporia for quite a while.
Yeah.
Why'd you like it so much?
So I was gonna move to Lawrence this last year after I graduated, but my girlfriend, she's still going to ESU, and she has at the time she had 2 more years. Now she has 1 more year, and so I told her, I was like, I mean, I can hold off for 1 year, you know, live here just for 1 more year, and then I'm gonna move to Lawrence. And so yeah, we kind of just came to that agreement, and yeah, but Emporia is a little too small for me. I mean, Lawrence isn't huge either, but it'll hold me over for now.
Does Emporia even have like a Walmart?
Yeah, it has one.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, it's really fucking small.
Yeah, no, that'd be terrible if it didn't.
But yeah, I lived in Oskaloosa. That shit was tiny. That shit only had 1 stoplight in the entire town.
Yeah, no, I really couldn't do that one.
So you said you started making music just kind of out of the blue.
Yeah.
What really drove you, besides like heartbreak, to be like, I need people to fucking hear this?
So it was, honestly, our relationship had ended kind of on a weird note, and there were a lot of things that I felt were unsaid, like from my part, and so that was kind of my way, like, you know, if you don't want to talk to me, like, it's gonna get around to you eventually. You're gonna hear what I have to say, kind of thing, you know. And eventually it did, And so yeah, that was really my whole goal with all that, is just getting stuff off my chest, because I know in an indirect way she would hear it.
She blocked you, so you had to say it
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah, exactly.
She blocked you out of her heart, so you had to say it. So, what's the album called?
The new one?
Yeah.
Broken Melodies.
And how'd you get that?
I don't know. It really just kind of came to me. The very first song on the album is called Broken Melodies, and I was just kind of freestyling, and I came up with that like within the chorus. Or well, I guess it wasn't the chorus. I think it was the verse. But anyways, I just liked how it sounded, and so I just made that like the main thing.
And like, where did that come from? Was it just like, just out of nowhere, just a lyric you liked?
Yeah, literally just freestyling and then singing all these broken melodies, and then I was like, that broken melodies, I like how it sounds. So I just took it and ran with it.
Fucking, that's tight. And what about ZAPPIÉR'S? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, so I don't know. I was debating on what I wanted my name to be for the longest, and I knew that I was a lot happier making music, and so I was like, play with that a little bit. My name's Zach, so just take the Z. I was like, Zappier. I was like, I don't know, that kind of sounds a little weird, so I was like, Zappier, like that sounds a lot better to me. So yeah, that's how I came up with that.
How'd you get the little what is that on the E?
Oh yeah, I don't even know what that's called, but yeah, I just kind of do that to help people realize it kind of gives it that A sound, like air. Yeah, instead of like Zappier, just gives it that little bit of twang.
You're right. You're fancier than that.
Yeah.
More sophisticated than
Yeah.
that. So, how do you get your beats?
So I actually work with a few producers on YouTube. I actually find them through there. Surreal, I work with him a lot. Ocean, Pacific, just a few guys like that. I like their beats a lot. I never really look up a type beat. I'll usually just kind of look up, guitar beats and stuff like that, because that's what I relate to the most. If it has a guitar in it, like, I'm all over it.
You're not gonna be like singing over some chop beat or
Yeah,
some fucking
no.
trap beat.
Yeah, no, I can't do that one.
Do you find like a bunch of like bullshit ass stuff in that? Some like derivative ass basic stuff?
Yeah, I'll just kind of filter through with all of my songs. I'll play it and then like right off the bat, because I freestyle the melodies like for all my songs, and then I'll just plug the lyrics in. And so yeah, I'll just listen to a beat, and if I'm not really feeling it like that, and the freestyle just isn't really working out, then I'm like, I'm not gonna roll with it. I'll find something else, because yeah, there's plenty of them out there.
So to write a song, you like just freestyle some of it, and then you would like, once you're like, okay, I like the beat, I like part of whatever,
Yeah.
then you're like, listen to the beat and fill in the stuff. And like, do you like cut parts of the beat? Do you like ever actually like edit that stuff, or do you just go with the beat verbatim?
I usually just go with the beat, how it came. But on this recent album, Andy, the guy that I had mix and master all of my stuff, he would just listen. He'd be like, hey, do you mind if I just kind of do something real quick? And he'll, put something in reverse on this part, or like chop the beat up. Like, he'll do certain stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I like it. Like, roll with it. But initially, I don't think to do anything like that. So.
Right. Don't have that ear yet.
Yeah, no, not yet.
You gotta start making your own beats at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but that takes way too long. That sucks.
Yeah, I feel like by the time I'd be done making it, like, I probably wouldn't feel it anymore or something.
Then you're like, I don't even want to write the
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
It took 7 hours to make a beat that
Exactly.
I'm all right with.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's some shit. So is that how you always got your beats? Just YouTube people just searching through?
Yeah, before I even started making music, I would mess around. It was called Music Maker Jam. It's just a little app on my phone, and I just kind of make little beats on that and stuff. And I was actually thinking about taking that path at first. I was like, I think I just want to make beats, and then I kind of drifted away from that. And yeah, I more so just like finding something and then writing to it and singing. So
why'd you choose singing versus rapping? Just
I feel like the singing just kind of captured more of what I was feeling and my emotions. I feel like I have the ability to rap, but I think singing kind of reaches people more than rapping does. Personally, I mean, rapping, you know, people get hyped to it and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I try to make music that's timeless or that never gets old, you know. And yeah, so I feel like in doing that, singing more so has that effect than rapping, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like rapping, depending on your style, can really date when it happened.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about your beats, like someone else writing them, and do you like buy them or do you just rip them?
Yeah, no. So I buy them. I usually pay for the unlimited. There have been a few where I'll just buy the exclusive, and so that way it's just mine if I really feel that passionate about it. But yeah, no, I always pay for my beats. The unlimited, I get those like all the time. I used to just buy the MP3s, but you know, as I started taking music more serious and actually reading the license, there's way more that you're able to do, you know, as you buy the higher tier. And so yeah, I started buying unlimited.
Oh, okay, I feel that. So what's your job? How do you pay for all this shit?
So I work at a factory in Emporia. It's called Holman. They're like a distribution center, so they distribute all the dog food that Hills makes. They're connected like in partnership with Hills. And so yeah, I'm just doing that, and pays like $15 an hour, so it's not terrible.
Especially in Emporia.
Yeah,
that shit
it's
goes
just
far.
cheap to live there. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been literally ever since I graduated, I've been saving up, and any money I haven't saved, I just buying beats in the studio, like just trying to pay for that quality.
So you're in the studio a lot. You
Yeah.
got a lot of shit in the works.
Yeah. So I haven't been in the studio recently, like since I finished all the stuff for my album, but I have like 3 or 4 singles kind of in my vault right now that I'm still writing to and figuring out everything I want to do with them. I already bought the beats for them and everything, and so yeah, it's just kind of touching the studio at that point. But at the same time, I'm still trying to stay on that, promoting my album, so that way it's not just I released it for it to be on the back burner, you know.
Exactly. It's not like some saturation type fucking shit.
Right.
Who's that Brockhampton type shit. The NBA Finals is going on. Do you watch that?
I don't. Yeah, no, nothing like that.
Bro, Suns are gonna win. Definitely, Suns are gonna sweep the Clippers. But so your album just dropped.
Yep.
Really trying to promote that.
Yep.
Do you plan on doing anything like specific for that? Have you done anything specific for that?
No, not really. Yeah, like I've just been trying to promote it like on Instagram and stuff like that, like paying for that promotion so it comes up on other people's feed and everything like that. Yeah, my TikTok, I've been trying to promote it on there too. It's been kind of hard because my account originated just being like some comedy stuff, and so I got all my followers from that kind of stuff. So making that transition is kind of hard to just promoting my music all the time. Like,
you gotta do both, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The name of the game is diversity.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to find that balance.
Gotta be a multimedia person.
Right.
So do you have any songs that you plan on doing videos for?
Yeah. I actually want to do one for Take the Day. And so yeah, I'm just at this point trying to find a videographer that I can connect with to do something like that, because I've never done a music video either. So all this stuff is fresh to me. Yeah.
Gotta know people to do it, bro.
Exactly. Make those connections.
So hit them up, everybody. Hit them up.
Yeah.
So now you just plan on doing a bunch of TikTok stuff? Do you try to do any TikTok dances to your songs to get that shit trending?
Yeah, no, I'm not a dancer. If somebody came up with a dance for it, that'd be dope. But yeah, no, I don't do the whole dancing thing. I've never really been a dancer.
So you kind of just promote it as the song itself.
You
don't try to do any stupid shit on top of it.
No.
Gotta do that stuff though, bro.
I was gonna say it gets people's attention.
It gets people's attention, even if it is kind of corny sometimes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, all your stuff on Instagram is pretty artsy and pretty positive. Do you see yourself as a super positive, like go get it kind of guy?
Yeah, to a degree. I feel like I try to present myself in a good manner and a positive manner, you know, regardless of if I make sad music and stuff like that. Yeah, no, Instagram, I like Instagram a lot. I'll go out of my way to take pictures and just to show people that I'm active on there. And I like, for captions, I always just kind of put some positive quote or something like that, just some food for thought. I like doing stuff like that. Not much of a tweeter, so I guess Instagram is my way of saying stuff like that.
Yeah, Twitter's fucking hard, bro. It's hard to do anything on Twitter.
Yeah, I can never get into Twitter, so
I don't get it. The algorithm's weird.
Mm.
So who takes those pictures?
Usually my girlfriend. Sometimes I'll take my tripod and it has like the little remote, and I'll try to be discreet about it. It's kind of shitty because like you can see I have a remote in my hand, so I'll try to hide it sometimes. But yeah, more often than not, I'll have my girlfriend take my pictures.
All the ones with your hand in your pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
You with the tripod.
Exactly. Yeah.
Damn. So you got some hits on your fucking Instagram.
Yeah, thanks.
Almost 1,000 hits on that one song.
Yeah, I paid for promotion on that. I just recently started doing that. I didn't even know about it before, but then it asked me like if I wanted to promote the post. I was like, might as well.
You're like, I have money to blow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, you said it was kind of awkward trying to like be the person in Emporia that makes music.
Yeah.
But like, do you have any followers out there or any supporters out there?
Yeah, actually, like everybody that I know from college and stuff like that, you know, I get a lot of support from them, and you know, I'd like to think that it's not fake support. It seems pretty genuine, and but yeah, I'm at the point where I'm trying to branch beyond that, because you know, you can be your little hometown hero, like whatever you want to call it, but it's like if I want to get to where I'd like to get, I gotta go past that. Like, I appreciate the support, don't get me wrong, like from all of them, but you know, the more the merrier.
Exactly. You gotta acknowledge the past, but you gotta keep on growing.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking multi-millionaire living in fucking multi-platinum living in Lawrence, Kansas,
right?
Unless they left and then came back.
Exactly. Yep.
So like, yeah. Do you have any haters? Do you feel like, or do you just feel like nothing but support?
I feel like it's nothing but support. I've yet to get anybody, you know, I feel like usually haters, they won't come out and say, you know, I think your shit sucks. Like, I feel like they'll keep it on the low key.
Never saw any sneak disses on the Snapchat or nothing?
No sneak dissing or anything. I've just gotten straight support on everything. I mean, you know, haters exist. They're out there. I know they are. I know I probably have a couple. I mean, there's none that I can think of, but there's no way I don't have at least one, you know.
Right.
Everybody got at least one hater.
Do your parents listen to your music?
Yeah, they do. My dad likes it a lot. My mom, she doesn't really listen to music in general. So, I mean, she listened to my new album. She's like, oh, proud of you, stuff like that. But, like, my dad, he's really into it now, even though he was, like, against it back then. Kind of turned him into a believer with all the stuff that I've done so far. So that feels good.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
That's got to feel really good.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Especially since you started in his closet.
Exactly.
With some shit. He's had to have been super annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I know my mom and dad definitely were like, you do not want to do skateboarding. You're not trying that hard. I do not want to pay $100 for a skateboard every like so often.
Mm.
But now I'm like, I'm pretty good, Mom.
Right, there you go.
Now I could buy my own shit. Doesn't even matter.
Right. Yeah, hobbies, they can be expensive, but you only got one life, so do what you love.
So if you ever got big, do you think you would ever like sign to a major label, or do you think you'd always do your own thing?
See, I've thought about that. I feel like the majority say to stay independent. You know, I hear horror stories all the time of artists who sign and they just despise their label. They're keeping them from releasing stuff. I mean, just all kinds of. I've yet to really hear anything that's that positive. So, if I were to sign a deal, I'd really analyze that contract and like take everything into consideration. There's no way I would just sign it just because they're offering me however much.
All they want to do is own you.
Yeah,
forever,
exactly.
Especially if your shit hits.
Mm.
Really, like all a label will do is like be the contact that has all the contacts.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then they have the name and money
Mm-hmm.
to make your album. But
Exactly.
if you have the money to do it yourself, why would you even need it?
Right. Yeah, I feel like that's the only positive. They have all those connections, and it'll make you bigger, which in result brings in more money for them and for you. But like, yeah, I hear stuff all the time. They start taking bigger chunks than what they should be, and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I'd be weary about doing something like that. But
so when you make it big, because
thanks.
you're gonna be independent. Do you have any dream artists that you plan on working with?
Man, yeah, honestly, I really like, I don't know if you've heard of Mick Jenkins. He's pretty,
Of course.
dude, he was one of the first artists that I heard where I was just like really inspired by him. He was just different than everybody else, like than what I was hearing. So yeah, like Mick Jenkins, Smino, I don't know if you've heard of him. Do something with him for sure.
Gotta get that offbeat,
Exactly.
weird shit.
Yeah. JID. I mean, dude, there's all kinds of people that I'd love to work with. I feel like I'm pretty versatile. I'll do my singing and stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of people that I would go well with.
Right. There always needs that to be that song that's like the radio hit that's got like the pop part
Right.
and the fucking hard rap part.
Yeah.
So do you have any people locally right now that you want to work with?
No, I don't know too many local artists. So like I'm trying to get more into that scene, like I said, like making those connections and just, finding out all those people in Kansas that are making music and stuff like that, cuz I feel like there aren't, well, from what it seems like there aren't too many, but I'm sure there's probably plenty of them, so yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to working with anybody we're all on the same level, so we're all helping each other out at the end of the day.
Exactly. Rising tides raise all boats.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Well, we know we gotta get you out of here. It's 7:32.
Yeah.
Look up this man. Listen to his new album. That shit is fire.
Appreciate it.
It's called Broken Melodies. It's everywhere. YouTube, SoundCloud,
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music.
literally everywhere. Look it up. It'll be in the description. It's been another episode. I'm Ethan Doors, at your mom's favorite son. We out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Y'all couldn't fucking let me know.